it done to better this abstract is also of strategic interest. So I decided to hear from it. The chairman, my intervention is simple. I became minister 3 years ago. Before then, there was no investment in the oil and gas sector for over 10 years. And since this government came on board about 3 years ago, we have been able to rebuild the confidence that was lost before. And so investments are coming. As of today, we have investments worth over $50 billion that are coming into the oil and gas sector. It didn't come by accident. It came as a result of years of engagement of critical stakeholders in the oil and gas sector. One of the reasons why no investment came was because the number of taxes, levies, and fees, in the oil and gas sector in Nigeria, as at today, is about 270. I repeat, 270. There's no way in the world that has such level of taxes and levies. One of them, the 3%, payable oil and gas companies to fund NDC, which is an intervention agency. South Development Commission is an intervention agency. And the concern I have is that if we get it wrong, we'll be able to, we're only going to reverse the trend that we have been able to build over the last few years. My appeal to the chairman and members is that the 3% proposed to be deducted should be deleted from the whole proposal. Because capital is life, and all countries are competing for investment in oil and gas. You recall that the last few years have been very, very difficult. When we came in, the whole idea was about energy transition. Anywhere you go to, they say, look, very soon oil and gas will be relevant, nobody should invest in oil and gas. Now the trend has changed. Thank God Donald Trump came and he said he doesn't believe in this transition. Thank God the same agency of the UN, the International Energy Agency of the UN, that came with the idea of net zero, that came up with the idea of transition, has also reversed itself, saying that oil and gas is important. What we should be talking about is energy needs. And thank God America and Iran are at war, and everybody is looking at Nigeria. And so if we take some actions that will be further disincentive to oil and gas companies that are coming to invest here, we don't issue that. And whatever the House is expected to do should be done in such a way that it is sustainable. Following the PIA, apart from the 3% payable to NDC, there's also 3% for host companies to keep them inclusive. Now another 3% will make it 9%. They also pay royalty taxes. And as I initially said, we have over 272. There is no country in the world with such level of taxes. And as Minister of State Petroleum Resources, it is my duty to come and bear this fact of work. So that when you are taking your decision, you should please look at our strategic national interest. Whether do we want sustainable investment in oil and gas? What kind of attacks? Right now, part of the reason why investors are coming is because we have assured them that we are going to review some of these concerns, inclusive of the 270 taxes. The reason why Dubai and other countries made the taxes tax-free was to attract investments to come. And when they come in, so much benefit is whether but if we overtax the oil and gas sector to fund every agency, the result will be catastrophic. So, Mr. Chairman and members, I just came here, first of all, to demonstrate my respect, for the members of this committee, and also to state that it is advisable for us. We're looking for funding, sources that advisable that you drop 3%, that is payable by the oil and gas. Thank you very much for the question.
Members respond, but before we come to that, just we have members that working, so they please to themselves and before we come back. The honorable member please 273. And in your opinion, you think that this is already too much, right? Okay. Now, what are you doing, honorable ministers, being at the executive, to reduce this tax to attract more investors? In your opinion, when you said that it's already bloated, over bloated, what are you doing?
We can keep ourselves globally competitive. If anybody wants to make investment decision, they will look at the situation in Nigeria, benchmark it with the situation in other countries that have other gas. That work is going. I'm very glad to share the outcome when that work is completed. It is completed within the next few months. Once it is completed, I'll be very, very happy to share it. We've also, in the course of engagement, including Mr. President, giving them assurance that some of these fees, levies, at the end of the day, could be deleted or could be harmonized. And that assurance is being given to them not to delay further investment, let them come and invest while we continue pursuing, the reconciliation and global benchmarking. Something is being done for a reason. Why this is more concerning is that decisions for investments are not taken by the offices in Nigeria. If Shell want to take a decision, it is their office in Hague that will take the decision. They don't know what is happening. If Chevron wants to take a decision, it is their office in Houston that will take the decision. If ExxonMobil wants to take a decision, it is their offices in Houston that will take the decision. Total, it will be taken in Paris, not here. And so when, for instance, they say they want to invest $50 billion a year, they will bring a map showing all the countries in the world and see where best they can deploy their capital. 10 years, there was zero investment, not even one capital was brought to Nigeria. And we have fought so hard to bring in investment because we are giving them the assurances and we are taking practical steps to ensure that we make Nigeria to compete for this capital with any other jurisdiction, in the world. I have not, submitted any written document, but I'll put it into writing and formally submit it to the committee. So when the committee is continuing on the memoranda, they can also look at my position, alongside other, memoranda when they are about, taking decisions. But specifically speaking to the position of Bayelsa taking memorandum, I'm not representing Bayelsa. I'm representing Nigeria. And I'm the one sitting in the saddle. I'm the one. No state government will make these investments to come. It is not their responsibility, it is my responsibility as minister to give the requisite assurances to the investing world for them to bring their investments to Nigeria. It is when the investments come that even Bayelsa benefits. Because when I came, just one example, when we came, the active rigs in this country were like 14. Today they're over 60. That shows that activities are taking place. And these are activities that will lead to increment, in the volume of crude oil. When we came, we're drilling about 1 million. Today we're drilling about 1.8 to 1.9 million barrels per day, inclusive of condensate. That's 90%. It didn't happen by accident. But that also translates to more money for the state government by way of derivation, more money for NDDC, more money to the federation account. If we look at the indices, our reserves today are over $50 billion. bulk of it came from oil and gas. So it is my responsibility as Minister of State Petroleum Resources Oil for Nigeria. So I don't speak for Bayelsa, I speak for Nigeria. He speaks for Bayelsa, and so he may have his own reasons why he's saying that it should be increased the fact that he may not know where the shoe pinches me. When the investment do not come, I'm the one to be held accountable. But when the investment comes, the entire country will benefit. That is my mind. I hope I've been able to answer.
Yeah, let me just before you assumed office 3 years ago, the oil production was below 1 million. Your effort and that of government, now we have about 1.8 or 1.9 billion barrels. Before you assumed office, or maybe 10 years ago, prior to now, the region is really part of certain infrastructure, even though about 70 to 80% of oil activity in this country are from that region. Are you concerned that when we ask for more money, it is to develop the region? Are you concerned that the region that you are from is the way it is, and that we are asking for more money to develop our region? And you are saying that you are asking for too much? Are you concerned?
Yeah. The proposed sources of funding shouldn't be 3% from the oil and gas. What happens now is that federal government itself gets more money, state government gets more money. Sometimes the level of development is not predicated on how much volume of money you have. It's how you use the money judiciously. And so you may even give 10% to whoever, that doesn't translate to development.
Absolutely.
And so I am deeply concerned. And from the region, I know the level of, underdevelopment in the region. But with all respect, Mr. Chairman, and my very respected members here, it is not by giving more money. We should be able to hold people that we have given money to account for it. Some agencies have so much money, you by the results. I don't commensurate with the volume of money that they have. In fact, because the money is too much, they use the money to finance a new lifestyle. And you know what I'm talking about. So, yes. If we have two interventionist agencies, I didn't want to say it before. If you have two interventionist agencies in the South, and oil companies are already contributing 3%, oil companies are already contributing another 3% to host communities. Why don't you divide the one for NDDC into two? These are some things that you should be thinking about. Instead of making one sector to pay double. There's nowhere. General principle of law, general principle of business, double taxation is not even a good idea. One sector to pay to two different intervention agencies, different. It doesn't even sound good. And what I'm saying is that look, right now with what is happening in the Gulf of in the Gulf region, people are navigating towards this way. If we do not make this place attractive, they will go elsewhere. Capital is blind. If you're a businessman, you want to go and make investment, you go to the best area with the best conditions. And what I'm saying is that we are already overtaxed. 270, the share number of 272 alone is scary. Not to talk of trying to make it 273. Tomorrow another one will make it 274. It's not helping us at all.
All right,